Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Speak Up with Mopriya. Today is Monday, and it's time for a little more grammar lesson. But trust me, I'm not going to make it boring for you at all. Before we get started, I want to wish all of you a very happy Rakhi, and I hope that all of you had a great time with your siblings, with your family, near and dear ones. So, in today's episode, I'm going to take you through one of the key elements of English grammar, which is so important for spoken English that it can either make or break your conversations. I am talking about the tiny words which can seem a little confusing at times, but trust me, they are not confusing once you understand how and where to use them. I am talking about nothing other than prepositions. Now, prepositions are very important for your language. Now, prepositions are superheroes in disguise. They help us understand the relationship between the words in a sentence. Without using prepositions, your sentences can sound like a puzzle without any proper meaning. So, it becomes very important that we pay attention to prepositions and we understand how to use them correctly. So, let us first understand what exactly are prepositions. Prepositions are nothing but words like in, on, at, over, with, to, and many more. They show the relationship between the nouns, pronouns, and other words in a sentence. For example, if I say, I am sitting sofa, now that sentence is not correct. I'm not specifying where I am sitting. I'm just framing a sentence which is vague. I am sitting sofa. The correct sentence will be I am sitting on the sofa. So here on is the preposition that brings out the actual meaning of my sentence. Now let us look at some of the most common types of preposition. Today I am just going to introduce you to the topic, and then in the upcoming episodes I am going to take you through each kind of preposition and how to use them correctly. So the most common types of preposition can be divided into three, that is prepositions of time, prepositions of place, and prepositions of movement. Let us talk about prepositions of time. As the name suggests, they are very simple. It shows when something happened. For example, I'll meet you at 5 p.m. So here, at defines the time at which I'm going to meet my friend. Next, look at this sentence. She arrived in the morning. So it is talking about when exactly did she arrive. She arrived in the morning. So in is the right preposition to use here. Let us look at this. The party is on Sunday. So here the preposition on is defining exactly when or on which date do we have the party. Now let us look at prepositions of place. With these prepositions, we can figure out where something exactly is. For example, if I say the book is on the table, so it means that the book is kept on top of the table. However, if I say the book is under the table, which will mean that the book is actually under. So the same thing, my use of preposition changes the meaning of the sentence. Hence, prepositions are very important. Let us look at this. I live in Pune. So, in is the preposition that defines in which city am I living in. Let's look at the third example. We are going to the park. So, whenever you are talking about going somewhere, you always have to use the preposition to. So, we are going to the park defines that we are heading towards the park. And let us look at the third type of preposition now, which is prepositions of movement. As the name suggests, these prepositions tell us in which direction something is moving. For example, the teacher walked into the room. So we are talking about the teacher walking into the room. Somebody is outside and they walked inside. Next example, the ball flew over the fence. So here the preposition over shows the direction in which the ball flew. She looked up at the sky. So here the preposition up shows the direction in which she looked. Do not confuse prepositions and memorize them like grammar rules. It is important that you understand the use of prepositions so that you can sound natural when you are speaking. A lot of times, a lot of you make this mistake. For example, you say, I go school instead of I go to school. So these are the common mistakes that happens while using prepositions. These tiny mistakes of missing out on preposition can make you sound incorrect while speaking. Let me take you through a few more examples which are incorrect while you speak and how to correct them. Number one, for example, you say, I am interested about this movie. So when you are talking about being interested in something, you do not use about. Here, the correct way to say would be, I am interested in this movie. Example 2, she is good in singing. So you are not good in singing, but you are good at singing. So the right sentence is, She is good at singing. Let's look at a third example. I will wait for you, library. This sentence just doesn't sound right, and that is because you have missed out on the preposition. So, the correct way to say this would be I will wait for you at the library. So, just using that tiny little word at can make a world of difference in the sentence that you are speaking. So, next time you are listening to something in English or you are speaking, pay a lot of attention to the prepositions that you are using and how you are using them in your sentence. Keep practicing for the next 1 week and pay attention to all the prepositions that you know. And from the next week onwards, I'm going to take you in depth through prepositions of time, place, and movement to make it a little more simple for you. Till then, keep practicing, keep sharing the videos with your friends who might need it, and thank you so much for your time today. Have a wonderful day. Bye.